Now you're a big horror writer, right?
Yeah, which is sort of amusing.
Yeah. So like, you've been reading The Walking Dead, watching the miniseries.
You know what? It's really funny. I didn't read The Walking Dead until after I wrote the plot for Zombie Proof, because I knew I wanted to do a zombie comic for a long time, and I waited, and then I read like the first 2 hardcovers, and then they put out that great compendium of the first 48 issues, which is just freaking awesome. Yeah, I love the series.
Yeah. So, do you know, for Zombie Proof, do you ever see that show Supernatural?
Yes, we have water.
No, what's really funny
Coke,
is I have a good
Coke,
friend
and Diet Coke.
who's very into that show, and whenever I go to conventions, I pick up stuff for her about that, but I've never seen it.
Because the head guy in Zombie Proof looks just like this character Bobby on Supernatural. Like
There's
just the drawing.
I will tell you that the Billy Bob Drywall, the lead character, looks just like Bo Smith, the comic book writer.
Yeah.
Because that's who it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if I could have used his name, I would have. But when I talk to film or TV people, I've got a pretty good elaborate pitch for Zombie Proof. But when I talk to comic book people and people in the industry, I say it's Bo Smith killing zombies, and they all go, "Yeah, I can see that."
So what has Bo Smith done?
Well, he's written a lot of stuff. I think my favorite stuff he did was Wildcat at DC and Guy Gardner Warrior, also at DC. But he has a really excellent miniseries that's been collected called Cobb Off the Leash, which is about a former Secret Service agent. And it's great stuff. He did that with Eduardo Morato, and it's just awesome. I wish they'd do more together. Most recently, I think he's done a couple of Captain Action stories, a few other things like that. So. And he's a marketing guy, mainly doing the Library of American Comics imprint for IDW. He's a super guy.
And now you're working on the Mighty Samson, right?
I've been co-writing Mighty Samson, and I'm also working on a new Zombie Proof story called Zombie Proof Zombie Zoo, and a couple other things.
So
not yet ready for the light of day.
Bringing it back to Samson. Is there any correlation between the Mighty Samson, the future, fighter of, the future, the guy from the future? Sorry, I'm not a huge.
That's okay.
And the biblical character.
There's some obvious traits back and forth. You add the super strength and things like that. But it's not allegory or anything real steeped in it.
Right.
You can say it informs.
So there's nothing like related with the hair or anything like that, or
not that we've seen.
Or the girlfriend that's going to betray him because she's really a
shaving his head.
Whatever. Yeah.
I'm against shaving heads being a weakness.
A few years ago, I was shaved. Well, there's those. That's one set of characters.
But there's not any direct correlations, though. Obviously, if you check out covers, we've seen some imagery that suggests that kind of thing. And it's not, obviously, that's a pretty rich story. So you'd be silly to do Samson and not mind that, at least in a couple tonal aspects. But it's not even very derivative of that, really. So.
Then you got bored.
What about the original version? Was that more?
No, you know what? I think that there's maybe just minor nods to it. I think that if you look at that, there's the character had his struggles and things like that, but I actually think we're probably tapping more into human vanity and things like that than the original did. So I think they relied the fact that more people then probably knew the story, which is sort of sad, but I think that's pretty much where we are.